have my perfumes on the perfume tray. It is a vintage silver tray that I have gotten. I will start with the perfumes that I like the least and explain why. So I will begin with one by Versace, and this one is called Vanitas or Vanitas. Vanitas or Vanitas, not sure. And this is a 50 milliliter, unfortunately. And the reason why I say that is that I don't really use this a lot. Very sophisticated, but a little bit soapy. It is a little bit soapy, and I believe it's floral. You can see how little I have used, and I think actually it gives me a little bit of a headache. It's very strong, and I think I will have to give this to somebody else because I don't really wear it. The reason why I bought it is kind of a weird thing because when I went to school in Paris, like many years ago, I used J'adore by Dior all the time. It was my signature fragrance. It was the only fragrance I had at the time. And at one point I kind of got tired of it, you know, and I started using other stuff. But I noticed that I always went to other perfumes that I felt smelled similar. Now, if you look at the notes for this one and the ones for J'adore, it's completely different. They don't even have the same notes. But to me, at the time, this was kind of a little bit of a similar version of J'adore. But it's not like now, but it was when I bought it. So, but I will give this away. I'm not super happy about, but I love the bottle. I really like the bottle, how it goes down like that. Another perfume that I unfortunately don't use a lot, and this was, I would say, probably my only impulse buy, is Parle-moi d'amour by Jean Galliano. This is, again, 50 milliliter. Now, I love the bottle. Look at that. It has this writing on the cap there, and it has a stamp, and behind it's like shaped like an envelope, and it's super nice. And actually the scent is nice. It's just that I don't grab it very often. I bought this because I've always been into fresh scents. Now lately I've started liking sweet scents a little bit more, which is kind of ironic because usually younger girls like that kind of stuff, but not like pink sugar. If you're expecting to see pink sugar in this collection, don't keep watching. Anyways, so this is sweet. This is very sweet, very different from what I used to have, and I felt like I wanted to buy something different when I got this one. And actually, to me, it just smells like blueberries. Now, those, I believe, are the only ones that I can say that I don't really grab for. So now comes the difficult part, and I think I'm not gonna talk about these in any particular order because I like them all. La Vie est Belle by Lancôme. I love the bottle. It's really, really nice. Elegant, you know, simple in a way, but again not, because it has a cool shape to it. This is really, really sweet. This is not something I would normally go for. I believe it has some caramel and vanilla and stuff in here. It's really, really sweet. It's definitely the sweetest perfume I have, and I used it a lot this after Christmas. I like it a lot. I do like it a lot. Yeah, it's good. Oh, and by the way, this is Eau de Parfum. I usually buy in Eau de Parfum because on me, scents do not stay for a long time. I need to have Eau de Parfum. I have just a few Eau de Toilette, which I will explain why I have bought them in Eau de Toilette. Basically, if I buy stuff in Eau de Toilette, it's a reason for it. I usually don't. This is Chloé, and this is L'eau I believe it's Chloé L'Eau or L'Eau de Chloé or something like that. And actually, when I was in the store, they told me that this is kind of the eau de toilette version of the normal Chloé. And that is true, it is. But they also said in the store it's completely different. It's completely different. You can't compare the two. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Chloé. I don't find it very interesting. It's nice, but it's like not that interesting to me or whatever. This one is so good. Search for L'Eau de Chloé perfume ad or commercial, because that's the only commercial I've seen in my whole life which actually is exactly like the scent. You will know what I mean when you see it. It smells like, you know, countryside in France, you know, going through garden there and all this kind of stuff. It's just so, it's very green, patchouli, lots of, I think maybe mint in here. It's very gardeny, and I just love it. It's one of my favorites, and I believe it's the last purchase I did, and I haven't used a lot, but I'm dying to start using this now in spring. Versace Bright Crystal. This is actually eau de toilette. Don't know why. I don't think I knew when I bought it, because it came in a package with the body lotion and all this kind of stuff, and I bought it in the airport. This is very nice. This is very safe. This is an everyday perfume in a way, because it's very safe. I've noticed that all Versace stuff is very safe. You're not going to go wrong with Versace. So it smells like a springtime breeze, and picking up some flower scents in there. It's super fresh and floral, and normally I'm not a huge fan of super floral stuff, but this one is very nice. And I actually smell a little bit of a licorice in here, but I don't think it's in the notes. But I have heard of other people saying the same thing, that they smell a tiny bit of a licorice in there. So this is kind of popular now, I think, and they're having some sort of version of this coming out, I think stronger or something, I'm not sure. Now on to a perfume that everybody knows and everybody has, it seems, and stuff like that. Normally I try to not buy perfumes that everybody have. I don't want to smell like everybody else. When it came to this one, I couldn't help it, because it is Miss Dior by Dior. This is so nice. I remember when they came out with a new ad for this with Natalie Portman. I'm a huge Star Wars geek, okay, so when I saw that she was kind of the person for the ad, I was like, oh, I gotta smell it, I want to smell like Natalie. And so yeah, it worked on me, unfortunately, but I didn't like it at all. I was like, ugh, this is so sweet, and I just did not like it. And I kind of wanted to like it, because I love the bottle and everything. And then I got a few testers, and I was kind of using those all the time, and I noticed that when I was using them, I was all the time smelling it. Oh, it's nice. And I had my first solo art exhibition. You can see the video for that on my other channel. And my grandmother asked me if I wanted a perfume as a gift to celebrate that I've had my first exhibition, and I said this one, because I had kind of started to like the scent. And I thought she would buy the 30 milliliter, you know, for me and stuff, and this is the 100 milliliter. But yeah, I really like this one. The only thing I don't like with it is the cap. The cap is just ridiculous. It kind of just flies off, and I think for the price you have to pay for this kind of stuff, I think that they could spend, you know, some money on getting caps that don't, you know, just roll off or whatever. I don't like that. I don't like caps that fall off, or, you know. This is my favorite holiday scent. This to me smells of holiday, and it is L'Eau par Kenzo. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this one, to be honest. Again, the cap. Boing, boing. This is maybe one of my favorite scents of all time. This is my signature summer scent. It's citrusy, fresh but still a bit floral. L'eau, which means water. It's kind of a good name for it. It just smells really aquatic, and I love it. I think I got it on the airport going to Tenerife for many years ago, and it just reminds me of palm trees and laying in the breeze, you know, in the shadow. I love this one. Love this one. This will always be in my collection, and it looks like an ice cube. It's really cool, but again, the cap is bullshit. Now, this is a perfume that I have never seen anybody talk about. It is called Velvet Forest Wood by D Squared 2 in the She Wood line. That was like so many names in there, but basically She Wood. This version is Velvet Forest Wood. There are 4 different ones. This smells of... If you've ever been on a skiing trip and you know you've been out all day skiing or whatever, you come back into your log cabin, the fire is on in the fireplace, and maybe there's some hot cocoa on the stove, you get a blanket, you got new warm clothing on, you get a blanket and you're reading a book by the fireplace. That's what this smells like. This is a Canadian brand. This D Squared 2. Another winter scent that I've used a bit this winter, it is new though, so I haven't had time to use it a lot, is Burberry Brit, and this is the Eau de Toilette. This is 30 milliliter. It smells of almond and stuff. So nice, kind of gourmand-like. And the reason why I have the Eau de Toilette is because, well, it's much cheaper, and I sprayed the Eau de Parfum on one wrist and the Eau de Toilette on the other. And by the end of the day, I couldn't smell the Eau de Parfum anymore, but I could smell the Eau de Toilette. Okay, so sometimes that happens, and that happens with this one, which is of course great, because it's cheaper. It's cheaper, and yeah, so I really like this one a lot, and I will probably buy the bigger bottle when I'm done with this one. So on to my signature scent when I was younger. It is J'adore by Dior. This is 100 milliliter. It's quite expensive, so I don't use it as an everyday scent anymore. I used to do that. I also noticed that I can get a little bit of a headache from it if I'm not in the mood for it. You know, for me, I have to be in the mood for all the perfumes. For example, if I'm ill, if I have fever or I have a flu or just a slight kind of feeling ill, I cannot wear perfume. Not possible at all. This is sophisticated. This is for a woman, but it's still not old. But this is to me sort of like the ultimate perfect perfume, to be honest. This is perfection. J'adore by Dior. And I really like the bottle too. So this is Paris in a bottle. One that I got last Christmas, like over a year ago, was Burberry The Beat. And I hadn't seen this before. But I have never been a huge fan of Burberry, so I haven't really gone to that area in the perfume store normally. Now, of course, I love this one. This is so fresh, kind of like minty somehow. Also, it's really nice. I can't put my finger on all the notes really, but it's fresh and minty and sort of. I think there's patchouli in here and kind of very uplifting, but I used it a lot during the winter because I used it when I got it. So for me, it's a winter scent. Normally, I don't really mind so much that kind of stuff. I use the perfumes when I want to use them. It has more to do with my mood, really, than you know, the time of the year. Now, we all know Thierry Mugler, and but we do not all know how to pronounce his name. Now, this is Alien, and we all know Alien. Really, really nice perfume. I'm not a huge fan of the rest of his fragrances. I think they're a bit over the top. Most of them, for example, Angel, I can't stand. I get physically ill by Angel. But this one is strong, but it's so good. And this this is 30 milliliter eau de parfum, and I have this much left, so I have like, what is it, 1/3 or 1/4 or something left, and I've had this for years. It lasts the whole day, and I've been using this mostly in the winter time and around Christmas time. So to me, this smells like Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, because that's when I've been using this one. I like the bottle. They say that it's rechargeable, but I have not yet discovered how to open this, and I'm a little bit afraid to do so. But I can definitely see that that's true, but I think I have to go to the store to get them to do that. But that's great if it is. It's really great. Another perfume that is kind of new, but I just have not seen many people talk about it. Just a few times. And it surprised me because it is by Chloe, and it's C by Chloe. And when I saw this the first time, I just loved the bottle. It's like a bird cage, really, really cool. And I got this tester for it, and I was all the time like smelling it. I was like, this is so intriguing. I can't explain it, but it's not like anything else I have smelled ever. They say it's a fruity floral, but to me, I really get this feeling of the north of France by the seaside. It kind of smells like salt water to me, and sort of going to a beach in Europe, like a rocky beach, and on the way you pass these flowers on the way. And I can definitely also smell this kind of apple pie in here. It's just really, really nice and very, very different from anything else I have smelled. And maybe that's why people don't have it. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I mean, I do see a lot of the same perfumes in all these videos. There's a lot of, like I've said before, Pink Sugar, Britney Spears, you know, Juicy Couture, stuff like that. And this is very different. This is very different. I definitely think you should go and have a smell. This is Be Delicious by DKNY. And I mean, everybody knows what this smells like. It smells like green apple, really. I really like it. I really, actually really like it. I know a lot of people just think it's kind of generic, but it's very easy to wear. It's very, very easy to use. You can just, this is an everyday perfume. This is a bit like the Versace Bright Crystal, in my opinion. You can just put this on anytime, and you know, it doesn't matter really. I used this a lot when I was younger, and I used it a lot this fall, last year, autumn, and so to me it reminds me a bit of autumn time, and but I really like this. This is kind of one of those that when I don't know what else to put on, I will come back to this. So there's only one left, and this is my favorite probably, but unfortunately it is sort of discontinued. It was part of something called Collection Voyage by Lacoste, and it's Femme de Lacoste, and it's not the long one. This is what it looks like. I have not seen anybody talk about this one either, and this I think is my second or third bottle. And so I bought this on a trip somewhere to some warm country on a holiday, and I used it all the time. So this is again another one that reminds me of holiday. This is extremely fresh, floral they say, but I think it's fruity. It's so bizarre, I just cannot explain this scent. It's really, really good. It's very fresh, and like I said, I think it's fruity, but apparently it's floral, warm, spicy. The only negative stuff with this, well, first of all, the most negative thing is that they don't sell it anymore. It was a limited edition thing. They sold it for a while in airports only. And this one in particular, I've been looking for this one for years. I didn't understand that this was only in airports for a limited time, and I wasn't asking for this perfume everywhere I went, and nobody understood which perfumes I was talking about. And so I found this one in 2000. What was it? A couple of years ago, when me and my man were in Egypt. I found this on the airport going home, and it's supposed to be discontinued, so God knows how long this has been there, but it still smells good. The other negative thing about this one is that it doesn't last that long on the skin, and this I didn't kind of notice until somebody told me this, and it's but now I know, and now it's like irritating. But it's true, it doesn't last that long on the skin. It kind of goes away quite quickly, but I love this, and I wish that they would bring it back. Love the packaging too. It has a crocodile there. Yeah, I really, really like it. So that was it, I believe. I'm just checking if I had talked about every single perfume. Yes, I have. So that was it. That was my perfume collection, and yeah, I'm not gonna get anything in a really long time. I don't usually do touch-ups. I usually spray in the morning, and that's it, unless I change my perfume during the day. So I have them for like forever. Seriously, I think I have a perfume here that I've had for 5 years, 5-6 years, and it's not empty yet. Alien, for example, 1/3 left, and I bought it I think 5 years ago. So yeah, they kind of tend to last for a while, and I don't use too much of it. But it's good to have some to choose from, I think. Well, thank you for watching. Check out my art channel, my other channel. I will link it below, and see you guys around.